Mampujan story. I'm going to write about what happened because only the our Lord know what just happened was true. And I'm not telling lies, but I have no one to tell this story to. So let me just do it here to myself. 8 March 2001. Dear Diary, I had to wake up before sunrise because food hangs from the trees or grew from the soil, but it has to go through someone else's hands to be ready on your dish. Ricaurte left the house and went to the pasture to start working. The pelados were at the oldest school made of walls of barrique. There were so many things to do, as usual. A mountain of clothes was waiting for me to wash them. As my mom used to say, this house is always so ungrateful. The week was almost over. I went by the riverbank trying to do the laundry in a different way, because sometimes the paved area outside the house is too gray. But there was something odd on the atmosphere, like if something wasn't okay. Then I saw Jacinta. She was doing her laundry too, and she waved at me. Aha, Nereida, what are you doing? She said. Here, with my head in the clouds. What about you? The pelados? Are they healthy? I answered. Ay, if I told you. Last week, Juan Jose disappeared. How is that? Do you have any idea about what happened to him? I don't know. I think it was because of that niñita. He's probably trying to replace his mom's love with another woman. Ay, but Jacinta, love will never be something bad. I don't know. Juan Jose is going to put a lot of years on me. I hope everything gets better. For now, I have to leave you. There is always too much to do. As I walked home, what Jacinta told me made me feel nervous. She seemed relaxed, but Juan Jose disappeared. That kind of things doesn't happen in this village, I thought. Mampujan is a good place to live in. I closed the diary. This is all. I had the necessity to get it off myself. For now, I have nothing else to say, so just as my mom used to do when the world feels too heavy, I'm going to quilt. She said that quilting is a tradition that we should never let go. I'll walk to my bedroom to do so. Ugh, my back hurts when I'm on this chair. But it is not its fault. No one can blame an old wooden seat that needs to be changed. As I walk the first step of the 100 that I have to walk to get to the bathroom, strangely I start to feel cold. In my bedroom, everything was upside down, like usual. So after spending a few minutes looking for what I need, I'm ready with my armament. A cardigan, a needle, a pair of scissors, and some piece of fabric. Every piece of fabric holds a story within its fibers. Some of them carry inside a part of the natural. Other ones are thick but uncolorful, and the special ones feels like clouds. The scissors don't necessarily have to go through the fabric. Sometimes there is already the outline that you need. The needle is the tool that connects the pieces, and the thread is the responsible for the act. After a while, I get so absorbed by the task at hand that I stop noticing anything else around me. This time, the scissors flows on the fabric. The color of each thread just comes back to be used. Everything begins to take shape. But there is still something in the air, something that I can't quite get or see or understand. A sudden mist gets into my eyes, blurs my vision, and suddenly I see a bunch of silhouettes. Silhouettes that seems familiar to me. I find myself not in my bedroom anymore. I'm in a different place, in the village. But the school isn't the same. It seems to have a lively image of what it looked in the past. Weeds start growing where the walls are supposed to be. Honestly, I feel scared. So I start moving around, looking for something that helps me to understand what is happening. A man emerging from the distance, barely visible. He's the size of a tree. His skin it's like mine, but his aura feels heavy as a rock. He starts desperately asking for Juan Jose, Jacinta's son. I don't answer anything. Then he starts following me. At the moment that I arrive at the village square, there are almost more than half of people. Some are crying and screaming.
It's
It's
not
not
fair.
fair, says the multitude. You don't think about the kids, says the oldest midwife of the village. Mampujan is always a puppet for everything that has an uniform and weapons. Then everything makes sense. The man who was following me is part of those people, and it seems like the most important of them. He starts talking. We come to the village for something. We are moving to Las Brisas. If tomorrow there is someone here, there is going to be a massacre. One more time, everything became misty, and for a moment to another, I froze. I can move, but it wasn't because I didn't want to. My feet start becoming tree roots. My hands are dripping something red. Thus, I see the surroundings. At this moment, I realize that my body is a tamarindo tree. This new place seems familiar. It's Las Brisas, Jacinto's that ranch. And here, under my presence, there are 5 people with their souls on the soil, heads dangling down, feet pointed up. Among my new roots spilled the blood of half part of my family husband. They left everything here, their bodies and their legacy. I become a silent witness. No one heard their last words except me. The scissors fall on the floor. I feel how my soul comes back to my body. I feel like my eyes were outside of me and everything looks so realistic. Then a person comes to the window of my bedroom. The same man that I saw. Everything is going to happen, I say to myself. I don't know what exactly to do. I have nothing to fight with them. I have to walk for what I want. I have to move my feet. I can't wait for this tragedy to happen. Slowly, a body falls into the bedroom. A red river comes between my legs, and it starts getting a deeper color, a thick texture. It just happened in a moment, but while as the body falls, it feels like an eternity. I have to move. There is still a possibility to change the reality that Mampuhan is about to live. They shoot me. I wish that I could do something, but in the instant that the bullet goes through my head, I travel to the heaven. There is nothing I can do. I couldn't prevent the terrible act. This kind of things completely change the reality of the humans involved, but I couldn't rewrite the horrible reality.